Hi, Aries. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here to do your May 2019 general reading. This will be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And you are last, my friends. So better late than never. Thank you for being patient with me. And I hope everyone's doing well. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you would like updates. And if you need a private reading, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. And all my other information is down below in the description box. So let's see what we got going on. We are going to go week by week. So hopefully whatever happened in your recent past will make sense for the first week. And we will see how it's going to progress for Aries for the month ahead. So let's see what we got going on. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. First week of May 2019, please. Sever vows of poverty. So in the last week or two, you could have been going through a lot of purges, cutting a lot of cords, severing any vows where you feel like you are lacking. You could also have come to the conclusion that there are some things that just no longer serve you, whether that be people, places, things, habits, patterns, whatever the case may be. And you are going through a lot of this like releasing energy. Week 2, we have courage to ask for and accept help. So you could be reaching out to people who can help you. You could be praying and asking for guidance, but you also need to be aware of accepting that help when it is offered, right? Don't talk yourself so much out of it. Week 3, we have clean energy food. So this is about, being more cautious of what we're eating, drinking, make sure you're staying hydrated, eat more fruits, veggies. But this is also about being more compassionate to yourself and treating your body like a temple. What you're taking in general. Are you being around people who drain you of your precious energy? Are you watching things that don't necessarily support your education or your growth? Are you watching stuff just to distract yourself? Are you having conversations that are beneficial for growth? Those kind of things. And then moving on to week 4, we have positivity, faith, and optimism. So this is about staying true to your divine path, having hope for your future, staying with faith, and being optimistic about how things are going to turn out. Okay. So yeah, I feel like some of you could have been taking a step back from some things that may have, kind of clouded your judgment, whatever the case may be. But it opened you up to receive more. Okay. So let's see what Nature's Whispers has to say about this. What does Aries need to know about severing vows of poverty in the first week of May, please? And this one says, Dear one, there is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. I know this is very true for me. I have Aries and Venus and Moon, I think. I have a lot of Aries. But the last few weeks has been like a straight purge for me, where it's like coming to the conclusion of all these things I used to believe about myself that aren't even my beliefs. It was more of conditioning. So going through a lot of those and, getting back to my true self and realizing my worth. Those have been very big topics for me. So I don't know about you, but it could be. So let's see. Come on, Spirit. What does Aries? There we go. Okay. So empowerment and assurance. So I'm not going to take these two. You know, this is about realizing your worth, like I was saying, okay? You have been probably going through a lot of turbulent times in the past, and now you're finally shying away from the old ways of thinking and doing things and realizing your true beauty, your true power, and seeing the sunrise. The sun represents happiness, childlike energy, and getting back to your roots. With the assurance card, this is about going through significant changes and understanding what all these changes really have to do with your life and how they better you for the future ahead. You know, we go through these times of cold, these times of, you know, feeling like almost frostbitten, right? We feel so dissatisfied in our life. And then letting things finally fall away so they can bloom again and come into full fruition. And that's where that empowerment card's coming in. There's a lot of beauty that's coming in for you, Aries, and it's time for you to see your true potential. Let your true color shine, because you shouldn't have to dull your light for anyone, okay? So week 2, what does Aries need to have courage to ask for and accept help with, please? Higher ground. Okay, so you could be talking to your higher self, your spirit guides, allowing yourself to move past these triggers, the thorns, right, on the rose, the things that used to hurt you don't necessarily hurt you anymore because you see them from a higher perspective. And even if you're not sure how to do that, you could need to ask for help, get some guidance, get some clarity, whether that be from people in your environment or from the higher, higher realms. So you need to be open to receiving this guidance and this support from the universe or from your friends, because you might have been walking a tightrope for so long that you didn't really realize how tight of a rope it actually was. But you are fully supported, and now you're coming into full bloom. You're seeing everything for what it really is. What about week 3? When you fuel your body with helpful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. So, yeah, it's about treating yourself with care and respect, y'all. Being gentle with yourself, too. What does Aries need to know about this message? Why is it so important that we take care of ourselves at this time with clean energy, food? And we have vulnerability. There's another one. Be in service. So, being in service to yourself and allowing yourself to be vulnerable, knowing that you're not really in control and you need to just let things go for what they really are. But having this helpful diet and taking care of yourself is a good way to support this journey, right? To allow the natural flow of life and the universe to carry you downstream, where instead of you're fighting against the current, right? It's being in service not only to yourself but to others, because when you take better care of yourself, then you're having the energy to do so for those people in your life that need you. So yeah, I feel like you might need to take a little break in week 3 to really regain your energy and your strength. Take a little better care of yourself. If you need to take some naps, take some naps. Listen to your body in week 3, I'm hearing, okay? Listen to your body. All right. What about week 4? Week 4 for Aries. All right. And we have show your support, new experiences, and possibilities. So, with the positivity, faith, and optimism, you open the door to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. So, again, showing yourself support while opening up to these new opportunities that are blooming right in front of you, right? Having that faith, optimism, and positivity is going to help support your energy. And that's probably why you need to take a breather and take care of yourself in week 3 to really supply that energy to move you forward with the opportunities that are coming up in week 4 of May. So, the universe is handing you opportunities to better acquaint yourself with your true, authentic self, that true love, right? That true understanding of self. And be your best self always. See how they work? I love it. So, this is about not conforming to other people's opinions, the way that they view how you should be or how you should act or whatever the case may be. This is being true to yourself and doing whatever you need to instead of following the mainstream of things. Break out of your box and see the bigger picture for what it is and take that leap of faith when it comes to these opportunities that are waiting for you. Okay. So week 1, let's see what's really going on. Let's get these clarifiers going. All right, week 1 for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Ooh, all right. 5 of Swords. So again, yes, with the sever vows of poverty and, the empowerment card with the assurance, you have the 5 of Swords. So this is talking about removing yourself from any situations or any patterns that may not be benefiting you anymore. We have a habit of staying in things that are comfortable and familiar, or things that we grew up with, believing about ourselves, how we should be, how we should act. And now we're removing all these things from our lives. Anything that is creating lacking within, we are removing from our lives because it does not serve us. Release your attachment to the outcome and consider taking a more uplifting approach. So yeah, you're taking a step back from this battle, from the heartache that you've been feeling, right? And you're focusing more on the sword of clarity, of truth. What is your truth, right? And by removing these negative aspects of self, or what we have adapted to as our truth that necessarily isn't, this is giving the reflection period to get more in tune with self, especially if you are dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. There could be some, and you can have these in your chart as well, but the Queen of Swords is someone who knows, has been through so much shit in her life that she knows from the benefit of experience of when to cut things off when they are not serving her anymore. The King of Pentacles is about taking that time to nurture yourself and work towards your goals in order to get everything that you need. But you could be running into a couple of different roadblocks, maybe fighting some internal battles that people might not know about in order to see things more clearly with the sun. This is about bringing more happiness. And with the Ace of Swords under that, it's talking about getting to the very core of your truth. Okay, Aries, that is really powerful. All right, so then week 2, we have you coming out as the Queen of Staffs. And this is about, stepping into your power, finding that passion, your independence, having these brilliant ideas, and knowing that you have the capability to do whatever it is that you need to succeed. No, Dewey, we are. I'm halfway through now, but yeah, go back and watch the beginning. It's a good one. But you go after what you want, and you're starting to see your true beauty because you're asking for help when it is needed. And you have the ability to attract those helpful people by standing in your power, Aries. Okay. So moving on to week 3, we have clean energy food. Yeah. So again, this might be a good time for you, like I said, to be in service to yourself, allowing yourself. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, Dewey. Good to know, though. Good to know, because I wonder if that's why not so many people aren't popping on. But it is what it is. So with the clean energy food, this is talking about, those things that we can do for ourselves that are going to support our energy and allowing us to be in service not only to ourselves but to others by taking care of our own energy so we can be in service to others. But there are certain areas of your life, Aries, where you still feel disconnected, left out, and you might not be so clear on those things. But yeah, so okay. All right. So we have on the bottom of the deck the 3 of staffs. So, this is about that law of attraction, right? Knowing what direction you want to go in and allowing those ships to come in. You know what step you need to take. Okay. And it could be just bettering yourself. We have the Page of Pentacles here. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, but it's time to get to work and take up the opportunities that are being presented to you, because we have the 7 of staffs, or not 7 of staffs, the 7 of Pentacles. And this talks about investing wisely, taking that time and that effort and waiting patiently for things to come to fruition. With the Ace of Staffs behind that, it means that there is a new beginning coming, but the Tower is behind it. So it might come in very unexpected, which isn't always a bad thing, but the Tower can shake things up, especially around the home front, because there is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, that, maybe you want to start a solid foundation with, but there are things that need to be unloaded. There are burdens that need to be dropped, especially with the 10 of Pentacles. And then we have the Lover's card. So you could be dealing with soulmate, twin flame energy here. But yeah, so there's a lot going on in week 3, and this is going to allow you to really invest wisely in your own energy, make sure you're staying in your own lane and being vulnerable with your emotions and what you want to see happen with this said soulmate or twin flame. But you need to be clear on what it is that you actually want, especially if there is disconnection or separation. Okay, so moving on to week 4, what is going on? Okay. And we have the 6 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Whew. Well, and that is why they are telling you to stay in a positive faith. Okay, be optimistic about your future, because there are new possibilities coming in where someone could be showing you support or you showing them support. But this is talking about getting out of that 9 of Swords energy where you're staying up late at night, overthinking, staying trapped in your mind, and moving away from that, where it's causing a lot of turbulence with your emotions, and moving into a more calm and peaceful way of being and interacting. Because there are things with, again, that soulmate energy. We have the 6 of Cups. It's telling you to take a leap of faith. We have a Queen of Cups. So someone could be pouring out their emotions, or you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But there is communication that's coming in about what kind of foundation you're trying to set with this person, okay? And again, that Knight of Swords. But again, this person is moving very quickly, probably not thinking rationally. And with the 10 of Wands still behind that, there's a lot of burdens that still need to be released. The good thing is they're at the end of that. So, maybe they're wanting you to help them through that. Who knows? We'll see. All right. Moving on to love. What does Aries need to know about love? And listen, if any of these messages seem like they could resonate or could not resonate, you can always ask for more clarity. You can always get a private reading. These messages are not going to resonate with everyone, but take how it resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, so again, releasing the past, Aries, the first week. So within the last week or two, you could have been going through a lot of these purges and releasing your past. You have to release it in order for these new possibilities to come in, because a new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. This is aligning your heart and allowing your wings to expand and creating more peace in your life, okay? What about week 2? Yeah, severing those vows of poverty are going to be really beneficial to you to open up your heart and create more space for these opportunities that are opening up for you. You got to release the past in order to embrace the new. All right, week 2, new beginning. New beginning, that peace, you are whole, right? A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. And it's because you, again, stepping into your own power, Aries, right? Seeing things from a higher perspective and having courage to do the work. So live it passionately. Be yourself, okay? What about week 2? Or week 3, please. Week 3 for Aries and love. All right. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. So again, and that lines up with what I was saying. It is time for you to be more cautious of your being cautious of your energy. Okay. Taking that time to nurture yourself so you can be there to support others. Because if you are not taking care of yourself, Aries, you will be depleted when you come into contact with this person. The areas where you feel lacking, where you feel disassociated, disconnected, and you're not seeing things clearly, this is why it's so important to take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul. So you need to face your fears and grow stronger, though, because if you don't face it, you're gonna end up you're gonna end up rushing it, and you don't need to rush it because you're playing this dance with each other, right? And you need to allow nature to take its course. Okay, Spirit's calling me out. All right, so week 4, please. Week 4 for Aries and love. All right. So when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love and friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. And I can tell you right now, from my perspective, okay, I used to be one of those people that would try to rush into a relationship because I figured if I gave too much time that they would, run either way. And that is not the way to go about it, Aries. And listen, I have Aries and Venus, which is very impulsive. Okay. I can be very impulsive when it comes to love. Nurture those bonds of friendship. Make sure that y'all are on the same level before you go into a sacred union or sexual connection, because you are sharing your energy with each other. I feel like both of you can feel each other too. So it's about nurturing yourself, nurturing the bond with the person you are interested in, and knowing that no matter what decision you make, as long as you are being true to your heart and doing the inner work, you cannot make a wrong decision, because everything is happening for a reason. It is teaching you things about yourself, especially if you're on the twin journey. Every time you feel like you are disappointed because it's not the outcome you desired, it is teaching you something about yourself and the way that you are interacting and perceiving love. So make sure you're using your time wisely. And then, of course, on the bottom, I just saw time. So you are trying too hard. Give it time. Okay, Aries. You don't have to go rushing in and, create chaos in your life because you can't get out of your own head. Follow your heart. Stay centered. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the theme. Okay. Yeah. And you should, Dewey. You should. And I know it can be hard. But again, it's all in divine timing. And listen, especially, if you are taking on the divine feminine energy, obviously the divine feminine is more intuitive, more in touch with their emotions, that kind of thing, where the divine masculine is not. Even, it doesn't really matter about the sex, but the divine masculine energy has a harder time of coming into their true nature and listening to their emotions and their intuition. So we need to give them that space to allow them to come to it on their own terms. We cannot force them. But again, you can't wait and put your life on hold. You need to keep going about your business, raise your vibration, do what you need for yourself, and just keep hopeful and optimistic that everything will turn out in your favor, right? Yep, exactly. There you go, brother. All right, so what is the theme for Aries this month? May 2019, please. What does Aries need to know most? All right, they gave y'all 3. I'll try to make this quick. All right, so the white buffalo woman, hopeful heart, see her sign, circle, cross of tenon, rare intersection of heaven and earth, and she who rides the owl brings justice. Wow. Okay, Aries. So let's see. 44. Here we go. Have hope, for you are pure of heart. And white buffalo woman appears as the divine sign of rebirth and harmony. She is the way shower who lives as one with Great Spirit. She teaches the practices that will free and empower us all. She heralds the birth of the divine upon a new earth. You are held in her heart, and you will recognize her beautiful grace of spirit in your own. This oracle signifies hope and reunion after a challenging or dark time. There will be harmony and a coming together in sacred purpose after putting pain or conflict behind you. A birth of something pure and true shall happen under the auspices of Great Spirit. Forgive yourself and others and lay claim to the purity and goodwill that is your heart's true nature. Spiritual blessing is bestowed. Your actions are in accord with heaven. Complete release and renewal shall take place. The good and true will triumph in the end. Have faith, for your prayers are being answered. Y'all better be listening to these messages, Aries. All right. So, a rare intersection of heaven and earth. Your plans and purpose are in alignment with greater cosmic forces. Whether you see it coming or not, things will fall into place, and what you have been working towards will come to fruition. A rare intersection of heaven and earth will result in a precious manifestation of grace. The divine shall correct a situation that is in need of realignment. Fear not, pray boldly, and be faithful. All is well. Your soul is a facilitator of a sacred union between the spiritual realms and the earthly world. Whether you do this as an artist, a healer, an activist, a priestess, or a shaman, or in some other way, honor your path and your purpose. Take care of yourself and prioritize your spiritual life according to the practices and methods that help you remain open, connected, and grounded, with your heart open to Great Spirit and moved by love for our earth. You are a part of a team of souls working to keep the balance of light on our planet intact, accessible, and vital. Offer yourself to the divine plan without holding anything back, and know that you shall be helped in countless ways, just as you offer your own will and talent to the sacred purpose of healing this world. And again, that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, okay, so knowing that everything is going to work out, right? Trusting that things will realign, but you need to take care of yourself. And I need to say this to you, Aries. Do not listen to these messages and then not do the work, okay? If you are not willing to put that dedication into yourself, you will not see things change. So you need to make yourself a priority take that time for yourself and do the work instead of putting all your focus on everything outside of yourself. Okay. I'm just saying. So, all right. The number 8, she who rides the owl brings justice. I am the goddess of karma, wealth, and balance. I come to correct Adharma, that which is dark, unnatural, and against nature, life, love, and goodness. I redress the misuse of wealth and power. I enact divine justice and restore divine order. Trust in the innocence of your own soul and fear not, for I am ever watchful, and my power brings truth. Divine justice is always brought to bear. Don't waste your valuable time and energy worrying about people getting away with things. It's not possible. Everything is balanced out by karma in the long run. If you feel down or depressed, take action immediately to reconnect to joy, healing energy, and vitality of spirit. All things are measured and metered by clear divine vision, and your job is to put your faith in the work of the divine whilst you tend to your own journey with trust and commitment. Bam! What did I tell y'all? All right. So that's what I got, Aries. They cleared that shit up, didn't they? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. But it's all out of love. It's all out of love, Dewey. I do it to myself too. So but it's true, and it's not the first Aries I've had to say it to, and I say it, like I said, I say it to myself all the time. But I can't help y'all if I'm not taking care of myself. I can't do the channel for grace and spread this divine wisdom if I'm not willing to put the work into myself. So therefore, the signs and synchronicities, the confirmation is always there because I do the work. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself and don't put yourself on the back burner. Okay. You need to be facing your fears, severing those vows of poverty, making sure that any area of your life where you feel disconnected or lacking is being addressed, and bring more joy into your life because you are worth it. Okay. So with that being said, I hope y'all enjoy it. And if you need a private reading, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If not, and you would like to support the channel, there is a donation link down below in the description box. I appreciate all of you being here today. And for anyone who does come across this video, please leave a comment. Let me know how this resonates with you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and take care of yourself, Aries, because you deserve it. All right. So I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.